So different combinations to get a total of 10. 10 is your magic number. This is the amount that we want to have, is always 10. So we know that 5 and 5 is 10. So my part, this is 2 parts. 5 is 1 part, 5 is another part. Put it together, your whole is 10. Okay, I can say 4 and 6. 4 and 6 is another way to make 10. I could say 9 and 1. 9 plus 1 more equals 10. Okay, so that's what we're working on today. So watch the video. Eyes up here. Riley, our eyes are up here. Okay, here we go. Listen up carefully.
How many fireflies do you see? There are 10 fireflies.
That's already good for you.
How many counters are there?
Okay, how many counters do you think there are? 10, because it's in our 10 frame. Okay, put down your feet. 10 frame, it's all filled, so that means right away we have 10 counters. Everyone's got that? Okay, guys, then, mask. Hands out of our mouth. Chairs are pushed in. I told you, I warned you, you're listening right now. Let's go.
There are 10 counters. 10 counters are yellow and 0 counters are red.
Yep, you don't see any, right? No red counters?
How many fireflies do you see now?
Still 10 fireflies. Very good. There's still 10. All right, still 10, but what changed? The color. Okay, so now we have some that are yellow, and then we have some that are red. Did you see how the counters also flipped over? Yeah. Okay, so listen and listen. Listen, listen.
There are 10 fireflies. What parts do you see?
Do you see the different parts?
The parts are 8
So
and
yellow and red. 8 and 2.
2. What hole and what parts do you see now?
Uh-oh. So it changed again. Okay, how many are yellow? 6. How many are red? 4. Very good. So it's very easy to quickly see the 6, right? Remember, 5 is at the top, so 5 plus 1 more is 6. And then you see 4 that are left. Okay, so 6 and 4 is also a way to make 10. Okay, guys, remember, pencils are down. Everything is down. Sit in your chairs. Guys, I don't know what is going on today. You need to sit correctly and leave everything alone. Don't touch anything. Eyes are up here listening.
The whole is 10. The parts are 6 and 4. Good job.
Still a little bit more to hold on.
How can you show that the parts make the whole?
Okay, so see right now, it says, how can you show that these 2 parts, 6 and 4, they make a whole? How do we show that? Well, remember, a whole is like they all equal 10, we said, right? Okay, so when we put them all together, that's our whole, right? Right now they separated it. So you see 6 is one part, 4 is the other part. But then look at when we put them together in the 10 frame, we have a whole of 10, right? Okay, so let's see what they say.
Put the parts together.
Ah, there we go, put them together. When we put them together, we get our whole, okay? So it says drag the yellow counters to make 10. So right now, how many red counters do I have? 6. Okay, so 6 and 1, 2, 3, 4. So 6 and 4. Say that. 6 and 4. Those are my 2 parts. 6 and 4. Okay, very good.
You looked at different ways to make 10.
All right, so put your name on top of this paper. Name on top. This is our solve and share paper. We're going to do this one here together on the front just to get us warmed up. Okay? So at the top of this paper, what do we see? What is this big box? Raise your hand to tell me. What does this big box fit? It's a 10 frame. Okay, so what they want us to do is they want us to use counters to show the 10 frame. Now remember, I don't have enough yellow and red. Okay, please stop. I don't have enough yellow and red counters to give you guys. So here's what we can do. We can use our squares, but I don't want you to take those out right now, okay? Because I don't want to confuse anybody with our colors. So today I'm just going to do it up here on the board, okay? So listen to the questions.
There are 10 watering cans on a shelf in the garden store. How can you use counters to show the 10 watering cans in a different way? Color the counters red and yellow to show your work.
Okay, so we're going to start with red first, okay? So give me a number that could be the amount of red. We get to decide. It didn't say we have to pick a certain number. It didn't say that 5 watering cans are red, or 3 watering cans are red, or 8 watering cans are red. It didn't say that. It said just decide, color the counters red and yellow to show your work, okay? So we have 10 altogether. So we have to fill up this whole 10 frame. So what number should be, we'll start with red. Okay, Madeline, give me a number. 2. Okay, so I want you guys to get out your red crayon, please. And here's what you're going to do with your red crayon. Watch me. I'm going to start in the top row. Jenna, don't get started. You don't know what to do yet. You're going to draw 1, 2. 2 counters in the first 2 boxes. I didn't say to color anything at the bottom. You guys all want to start coloring, but I didn't ask you to do that. Okay? We're only going on the 10 frame right now. Okay, so now you're going to have your yellow crayon. Yellow crayon. Now we're going to fill in the rest of our 10 frame with yellow counters. Here we go. Let's fill it in. The rest of these watering cans are going to be yellow. Alright? Make sure you press down good with that yellow. I know it's hard to see. It's okay. They're there as long as... Yeah, okay. Alright, so now we have to fill in our counters to match our 10 frame. Okay? To match up our watering cans up here. So, again, get out your red crayon. How many did we decide we're going to be red? Alina? 2. So let's make this match our 10 frame up here. So the first 2 counters are going to be colored red. So 2. And how many are yellow? Will? 8. So let's come down here. And we're going to color the rest yellow, which should be a total of 8. So maybe count them as you color them in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Very good. So what are my 2 parts? Who can tell me? What and what? Aiden. No. What are my 2 parts? What are my amounts? How many are red? 2. And how many are yellow? 8. So 2 and 8. Let's say 2 and 8. Down, please. Because too much today. Okay. Too much. Calm it down. Look at my desk. All right. Lift and turn to the first page. Lift and turn to that first page. So, yeah, the fireflies. Bless you. All right. Oh, sorry. I gotta get Okay. Bless you. Okay. So they did the first one for us. Okay? Brayden, buddy, we're on this side. Come on. You gotta move along with us. You gotta do it with us, otherwise we get behind. Okay? All right. So they already did this one at the top. remember they did 6 and 4. So trace the 6 and the 4 with your pencil, please. Up at the top. Guys, up here. If you're not sure, up here. 6 and 4. So they did 10 and 0. And they did 8 and 2, Evelyn, right? And then over here they did 6. And then they did 4 red. So trace that with your pencil. 6 and 4. Okay. All right, so now we're going to go down here to number 1. So what we're going to do is we're going to color some fireflies yellow. Then we're going to color the rest red. Okay, so they did this one for us though. How many are yellow? Ethan?
1.
Okay, guys, why are pencils dropping everywhere today? Put it on top of your box so they don't go anywhere. Put it right in front of your box. Okay, careful. All right, so 1. So get your yellow crayon and go ahead and color in that first one yellow. All right, that first counter. And now, how many are red? We're going to color the rest of them red, but how many is that then? Out of our 10 frame, 1's yellow. So how many are red, Jimena? 9. Very good. Okay, so let's go back and get red. I'll get our red crayon out, and now color the rest of these counters in red. Color them in red. What, Evelyn? Okay, we're not doing anything else. All right, just worry about here, okay? All right, pencils back in your hand. Okay, so now what are my 2 parts? We start with whatever color we start with, that's the first number. So the first one is yellow. So how many are yellow, Riley?
1.
1. Should we trace the 1? And how many are red, Ethan? Ethan. Okay.
8.
Nope, not 8. Careful. We have 1. And our 10 frame is yellow, so how many are left?
I don't know.
Okay, we gotta recount it then, Brayden.
9.
9. All right, 9, 1, and 9. So remember, if you have a 10 frame and only 1 is yellow, how many more do you have left? You have 9 in a 10 frame then. Okay, so it's 1 and 9. Let's say that. 1 and 9. Good. Take this, turn it over. Okay. All right, so here we go again. We're going to start coloring fireflies, but we have to pick different amounts. Okay, so again, a way to make 10. So listen, I'm going to give you the first one. Okay, yellow. I want you to do 6 yellow. Start with 6 yellow. Yellow, get out your yellow crayons. Okay. So color the first 6 yellow. Go ahead. Go ahead, Georgie. Go ahead. Color the first 6 yellow. And then color the rest of them red. Color the rest red. All right, got that? Count again, I said 6 yellow. 6. 6. Okay, so now let's do matching counting. Okay, then you're not leaning on the right one, buddy. We always start at the top. Okay, you're just going to do that one right now. We're not going to go back and fix it. We don't have time to do that, okay? It's fine. Okay, you guys got that? Guys, we always start at the top, okay? So 6 are yellow. So now let's fill in our counters. So how many counters are going to be yellow? Will? How many did I tell you to color? 6. So draw me 6 counters. Just do 6 circles, guys. You don't have to color them in. Just draw 6 yellow counters. Start with that. 6 yellow. You guys move your crayon so I can see the 6 yellow. So now how many are going to be red? How many are red, Riley?
4.
4. so yours to match mine. We have 6 yellow, and then 4 red, and yeah, because our fireflies, right? 6 and 4. Now get your pencil, and we're gonna write in our 2 parts. Okay, so the first part is yellow, then H. How many are yellow? How many are yellow? 6. So write it in. 6. This is your first blank. 6 and how many are red fin? 4. And there we go. 6 and 4. Everyone's got that? Make sense? Yes? Thumbs up? You have it? Or no, you have questions? Anyone have a question? We're good? Okay. All right, here we go. We're going to go down to the next set of fireflies. This time, how about we start with, okay, so do start with yellow. Okay, 5 yellow to start off with. Go ahead, color. Fireflies. Once you do 5 yellow, then color the rest red. Color the rest red. Are you doing this? Finish? Come on. You gotta be doing me too. Okay, so you have 5 yellow you start out with, and color the rest of them. Okay, so now let's draw in our counters. Okay, so how many yellow did we say again? 5. So let's draw in 5 yellow counters. Just draw your counters right with your yellow crayon. Okay, and now get out your red crayon. And how many are red? You can raise your hand and tell me. How many are red? Jacob?
4.
No, not 4. We did 5 yellow. How many are red? 5 also. Yep. There you go. Look at my 10 frame. I have 5 on top and 5 on bottom. So now with our pencils, what are we going to write in? No, what are my 2 parts? Raise your hand to tell me. Don't shout it out. Raise your hand, Evelyn. What is it? 5. Very good. And 5. We have 5 yellow and we have 5 red. 5 and 5 are our 2 parts. Makes 10, a total of 10. Okay. What are you dropping? Okay. We have one more to do. We have butterflies on the bottom now. Let's think of another way to make 10. So we had 6 and 4, 5 and 5. This time, let's start with a bigger number. What do you think we could do? Valentina, what do you think?
Okay, 6 and 4. Now how many yellows did you have? How many do we have?
Give me a number to start with for a yellow.
3, 4, 5. So we have 5 and 5.
Give me a bigger number.
Right there.
How many? Well, we already did 6. 7? Okay, so let's do 7 yellow. Here we go. And then color the rest red.
We'll know that one's backwards. We're gonna have to fix this now. Okay, how many red? How many are?
Okay, so 7, and then you color the rest. 7 yellow,
And then 5.
and color the rest red.
5. Yes, I'm
Okay. All right, so let's get ready for our counters.
Okay. So I need you to color these red.
Do
These
the back.
These are
Everybody now, next, go to the other back, don't do that. Okay, so how many yellow counters are we going to draw on our 10 frame?
Oh, you did it backwards. That's okay. We'll do 5 and 5 on.
How many yellow counters, guys, am I going to draw on my 10 frame?
Down here we did.
Oh, raise our hands. Raise our hands.
7 yellows.
Okay, Georgia, how many yellow?
Grab your yellow. We're making
7. Okay, so here we go. Let's draw them in. Always start at the top row. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, and then how many are going to be red? Look at how many we have left. How many are going to be red, Aiden? 3. first part, we're gonna write, Victoria, can you tell me? 7, very good. And what's my second part? Amanda? 3, excellent. So 7 and 3. Got it? Okay, you guys, I know this takes a long time to do all of this, but you guys are going to be experts at ways to make 10 before we practice, okay? All right, let's lift and turn, go to the back. All righty. Okay, so now you're going to do your own, but here's what I think I'm going to do. I'm going to get you started with how many I want you to do. I'm going to give you some different amounts. Okay, because they want you to come up with your own ways to make 10. You're going to have to do it for homework too. But I'm going to get you started. So for the bumblebees right now, I want you to color 2 yellow. 2 yellow. And then do the rest red. I'm not doing it on the board though, okay? 2 yellow, and do the rest red. Color nicely, don't just scribble over them, guys. All the way across, careful. It's easier to count them when you color each one in. Okay, then go ahead and draw your counters in. Start with your yellow. How many bees to be colored yellow? Draw on those counters. And then use your red crayon to draw me red counters. Go back and count them. How many are red? Then get your pencil out and write in your 2 parts. I'll just fill the rest in red, and you'll be able to count them. Yeah, maybe yellow. Yellow, right? Use your yellow crayons. Very good. And then do the rest of them red. So you have 2 yellow. Do the rest of them red. So now with your pencil, write in your 2 parts. Yellow goes first. How many are yellow? And then how many are red? Got that? Yeah, start with your yellow. Very good. Yeah, but you go for your counters. But that was right. It was an 8. That was right. You put it in there.
Get colored.
Yeah, you guys gotta do it yourself. Okay. Alright, you guys ready your 2 parts with pencil? Okay, yellow and then red. Okay, those are your 2 parts. Alright, next one. You guys ready? I want you to color zero yellow. And color the rest of them red. So, what? Go ahead. 0 are yellow. And then color the rest red. Okay? Exactly. So, I want it. So, go ahead. Color the rest in red. If I said 0 are yellow, how many are we going to color red? All of them, right? So go ahead, get started. And in color, then do your 10 frame. How many are going to be yellow counters? How many are red counters? I said 0 are yellow. So we're going to color any of these yellow?
How many are yellow?
Are you going to color any
How
yellow?
many are yellow?
Okay, so I said 0 yellow, so how many are going to be red?
Put that number
All
down.
of them, yep, yep. All right, and then write in your 2 parts. Your first part is yellow. How many are yellow?
How many red?
And then how many are red? Tricky, tricky, huh? Hey, turn around. What are you doing? Let's go. Write in your 2 parts with your pencil. With your pencil, tell me how many are yellow, your first part, and then how many are red. Come on, Benji, let's go. Finish up. You guys are doing it on your own. I'm not writing. We're not writing it. You just do it yourself.
Down there.
How many are yellow? How many are red?
Got it.
Read your counters. How many are yellow? How many are red?
Huh?
To match your grasshoppers.
We probably know.
Okay. All right. On the bottom now.
Okay, so how many were yellow?
How many are yellow?
How many were yellow? I do that. And how many are red? Okay? So that's 0 and how many are red? How many?
Yeah, exactly. There you go.
How many are red?
All right. So on the bottom, You get to draw your own way to make 10. But here's what I'm gonna have everybody do first. This is a good way so you know you have 10.
0 and 10.
Get your pencil out. All right, and with your pencil, why don't we do this to help you out? Remember, you have to have a total of 10. So I'm going to draw, watch me first. Don't do it yet, just watch me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's the top row of my 10 frame. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay? Draw that with your pencil right now. Draw me 10 counters. 5 on top, 5 on bottom.
0, 1, 0.
And it kind of like makes you think of your 10 frame, right?
How many red?
Now, you get to decide. Start with your yellow. How many are you going to color yellow? And how many are you going to color red? So start with your yellow, you decide. It could be 1, it could be 2, it could be 3, it could be 4, it could be all 10. You decide how many you want yellow. Color them right now. So after, first, draw your 10 counters.
The right 10.
You haven't drawn any 10 counters yet. You don't need this.
With the one,
One
that's not.
pencil. You need to draw 10 counters. Aiden, it's on the board. Buddy, pay attention. All right, and then write in your two, and then, okay, color the rest red, right? And then write in your two parts. How many are yellow? How many are red?
So there's a 0 behind it for it to be a
What's
10.
that? You do what?
A 0.
Yeah, but then you have to write it in correctly. That's right. You can do this at the very end, so you color it.
What's that number there?
Yes.
10. Okay,
You
so now
colored
draw
those
10
ones.
counters, like she did, like 2, 5, and
Erase
5.
that. You're coloring in the counters. So guys, the 10 counters I had you draw, you're coloring those. You decide how many you want to color yellow,
Oh, no, wait,
and
that's
then
how she did it.
how many you're going to color
1, 2,
red. Does that
3,
make
4,
sense?
5, and I'll put these 5 on there.
Okay? And then write in your two parts. How many are yellow? How many are red?
Okay,
Does
so
everyone
now-
understand? Okay. And then once your numbers match your two parts,